next subject, which is ING 018, Introduction to Linguistics. So we are going to tackle numbers 4, 5, and 6. So let's begin with item number 4. Which statement is not true about the sign in structuralism? Letter A, it is the basic linguistic unit. Letter B, onomatopoeic words are arbitrary signs. Letter C, it is a combination of signifier and signified. Letter D, signs have concept and sound image. Ferdinand de Saussure is a Swiss linguist and founder of structuralism. He describes the sign and arbitrary relation to reality. A linguistic sign is not a link between a thing and a name, but between a concept and a sound pattern. So you would ask, what are the characteristics of sign in structuralism according to Ferdinand de Saussure? Sign is a fundamental linguistic unit linking a signifier to that what is signified. The bond between the signifier and the signified is arbitrary. So signs have concept and sound image or pattern. Going back to question number 4, which statement is not true about the sign in structuralism? Begin eliminating these letters that are not the sign or the meaning of sign in structuralism. So A, is it a basic linguistic unit? Yes, that's correct. Letter B, onomatopoeic words are arbitrary signs. Was it mentioned earlier? No. Letter C, it is a combination of signifier and signified. So letter C is also correct. And signs have concept and sound image. Again, signs have concept and sound image or pattern. So the correct answer for question number 4 is letter B. Onomatopoeic words are arbitrary signs. So this idea is not the sign of structuralism. So let's move on to question number 5, which is, according to de Saussure or Ferdinand de Saussure, no ideas pre-exists language. What does it mean? A, language shapes ideas and makes them expressible. Letter B, language is a substance but not really the form. Letter C, thoughts and sounds in language are different. Letter D, none of the above. Let's have our rationalization for this item. So Ferdinand de Saussure, according to him, no ideas pre-exist language. So it means language gives shape to ideas and makes them expressible, and thought cannot exist without language. Again, thought cannot exist without language. So Ferdinand de Saussure focuses attention on the system of language as a whole rather than on the individual parts of the system. So going back to question number 5, according to Ferdinand de Saussure, no ideas pre-exists language. What does it mean? So the correct answer for question number 5 is letter. You are correct, it's letter A. Language shapes ideas and makes them expressible. According to him, no ideas pre-exists language, so it means thought cannot exist without language, according to Ferdinand de Saussure. Okay, so let's have our last item for Introduction to Linguistics. Which one, according to de Saussure, is the collective meaning assigned to a sign on the basis of the difference with all the other signs in the signifying system in a language? Letter A, language. Letter B, signification. Letter C, parole, or letter D, value. So let's define letters A, B, C, and D. So let's begin with language. Language, arbitrary nature of the sign that explains why language as a system or langue can only arise in social relations. That is language. On the other hand, signification is a commonly think of a meaning. It means the relationship established between a signifier and a signified. We also have parole, any individual unit within the system. And lastly, value. It is the collective meaning assigned to a sign on the basis of the difference with all the other signs in the signifying system in a language. So going back to our question number 6, what do you think is the correct answer? So the correct answer for question number 6 is letter D, value. Again, what is value? According to D. Saussure, it is the collective meaning assigned to a sign and on the basis of the difference with all the other signs in the signifying system in a language. So that is value.